This is a video chart presentation of Mercer Gold Corp, brought to you by allpennystocks.com. Mercer is a NASDAQ bulletin board company trading under ticker MRGP. It's a play that goes on dead cat bounce watch. Just a major drop here from around 35 cents, following through support, all the way down to around 13 cents. So yesterday it closed at 13.5, around 111,000 shares traded. These are plays that people refer to as trying to catch a falling knife, but they can produce some very nice bounces if you're there at the right time. So you have to watch them and then see that turn happening. What you always look for on these is an initial bounce and then some sort of retrace and then try and make a higher low. If it does that, chances are it's going to try and come back off of this bottom. But the first thing you're looking for is the initial bounce. Now we can see we've got the MACD histogram starting to trend back towards zero, which tells us that the signal line is being approached. It's setting itself up in a pretty nice pincher play formation. ADX is getting pretty high, breaking through 50 at this point. Gotta look for it to start to flatten and then make its curl back downward and look for the positive and negative DIs and try and reverse positions. So we'll keep our eye on this ADX. We're starting to flatten out here around 50. Give us hints it's going to try and make a bounce. Going to see a lot of things drastically oversold. It's indicated by the MFI. Obviously, there's been just an awful lot of selling going on. Accumulation distribution still making lower lows. Shaking money flow reiterating the selling. CCI, though, giving hints of life. Starting to move back towards negative 100. That's where we say a lot of bottom feeders will use that break in negative 100 as the buy point. If it turns and curls back down, it's an immediate out. Try and minimize any losses. Full stow, of course, drastically oversold. That means really nothing. It can trend down in oversold territory for a long period of time, which you look for is an uptrend to start to try and happen, and that's initiated with a break of 20. Trix, of course, is lagging, and I'm not going to get anything from that at this point. Still just rocketing downhill. RSI is all in oversold territory. 7 only registering a 12 right now. Again, just set up for a possible bottom bounce. Just because it's down here doesn't mean that all of a sudden it's going to pull itself back up. I don't have any idea what's going on with Mercer Gold. I don't know what causes the selling. It's just a play that hits the radar because of this drastic drop. And a lot of times you'll see, as I mentioned, it's called a dead cat bounce. It's just a technical correction. And a lot of times it's fueled by bottom feeders watching it and waiting for it, and then the momentum catches onto it with other people jumping in. So you pay attention to volume. You can see this is a relatively low volume stock in general. You look for a bottom support to hold, which in this case is right about 13. There's typically not a whole lot of resistance in the way. In this case, there is some right there at 15 cents. That'd be the first thing you'd be looking for. Really, this is all about opportunity is what this play is, and having your eyes on it and trying to catch it at the right point. So the way it's approached typically is you watch it every day and watch for the reversal to try and happen. These indicators right here are giving you hints that it possibly could be happening, but there's nothing stating that another big red candle can't come in here and this can't drop off again. So as I said, you look for a support level to be established, and then you have to have your eyes on it for the reversal to happen. Again, we'll look for some resistance at 15, and you can see because of the drastic drop, there's really just not a lot more it's going to come in play. You just have to use old highs, maybe a little bit right there at 16, then around 18, places where it tried to stop and stagger and see if it could make a move or not. But in reality, there's not much price per share resistance that comes into play until this thing gets back up here near 30 cents. But again, you don't set that as a target. You don't think that's where it's going to bounce to or whatever. These are about quick plays and catching the bounce. They're very popular. That's why we decided to bring one up. We haven't done one like this in quite some time. So Mercer Gold's going to stay on the watch list now to see if this is going to put together a bounce. So we'll keep tracking the indicators. We'll look for support. We'll look for resistance. All the typical things. And we'll see if Mercer Gold's going to try and put together any sort of technical correction. As always, Annotated video chart is merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant and strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure and do not base any investment decisions upon any material found on the website and/or this video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching and trade smart.